How difficult a decision was it to sort of admit to the manager that you weren't going to be able to start or play 90 minutes at St Mary's? Because obviously you would have wanted to play the whole game, but
Yeah, that was one of the games I was looking forward to playing in. It was a bit disappointing, but after being out for 5 weeks, I had to make sure that I didn't have another injury like that again. So I had to make a decision. Tell him that I wasn't 100%. He's made a decision to put me on the bench.
are you pleased with the way you played in the second half? 'Cause the manager said that he thinks that's the sharpest you looked since you came back from the injury. Do you think you did all right?
Yeah, I think the more games I play, the sharper I'm going to get. So, I think that's it is probably the sharpest I've been since I've been back. Hopefully I can just keep it up.
Yeah, weather permitting, there's a busy period of games coming up, so it's a key time for you to get back to the sort of form you're in before you had that layoff, isn't it now?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of games coming up, but it depends on how many games are actually going to be on during this time. With the weather, it's a lot of games are going to actually get postponed. But it is a good time for me. Get some games and hopefully start scoring again.
Yeah. How frustrating was it when you had to sit out because you couldn't have asked for a better start? All those goals. I know you got one since you come back, but it's sort of it's the last thing you want to happen when you're on a run of scoring like that, isn't it? To have a layoff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to. When you are scoring goals, you don't want to stop. It's if I put it behind me, and I just starting from now, what's happened in the next game.
Yeah, we've spoken about this before. It is now probably as cold as it's going to get. You've had no problem scoring goals when it's been warm in previous seasons. Are you sure this is the season you're going to start scoring in the cold weather?
Yeah, no, I have no problem with scoring in the winter, but I think I still need a few more games, to get back to how I was before, and hopefully I start scoring in them.
Yeah. How's the groin feeling now? Is it all right, ready to go again?
The groin's fine. I didn't actually feel it in the game on Saturday either, so yeah, no, that's no problem.
So hopefully the precaution, the decision you took to start on the benches will pay off and allow you to play in all the league games coming up.
Yeah, exactly. I probably could have even started in that game, but I just didn't want to take a risk on it and be out for a long period of time. So yeah, no, it's fine.
You had one sort of goal quite early on, just after I think they scored the second, where Birdie put you through, and you just couldn't seem to quite get it out of your feet.
Yeah, no, it got stuck underneath my feet, and by the time I took my shot, the guys come in and slid in. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that, but
It was the second goal was really must have been really disappointing because you finished this first half quite strongly, didn't they? Before you came on, looking quite good, and then you probably geared up to have a real go in the second half, and then when that goes in 5 minutes in, was that quite deflating?
Yeah, I thought we could have actually got something. If we just kept them at bay, but they scored that second goal, and it was it was a bit of a killer blow, really. Boys thought it was a bit hard to get back into that game after that. So.
Yeah. But you caused them a few problems in the second half, and did you enjoy playing at such a big stadium and in front of not as big a crowd as it could have been, but still nearly 10,000?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was. I enjoyed playing there either way, even if we did lose. It's a good experience for the players as well. Playing at a decent opposition like that. Just got to take something from it. Take it into the league.
You're out of all the cups now, and it's all about the league now, isn't it? You've got yourself into a very good position with the game in hand, well positioned to make a proper push for playoffs.
Yeah, well, it's always been about the league. I think for this team, it's nice to have a cup run. For the money for the club and stuff like that. But it's all about the league and getting into the playoffs.
Yeah. What sort of position were Dagenham in around this time last year? Were they well positioned going into the Christmas period? Because obviously they had a great season overall. But you remember what?
Yeah, no, I think they're around about the same as we were. They started off really well. They're in the top three, and then they actually dropped out a bit during the Christmas period, but then they got themselves back up there. So I'm positive that this team, can if we carry on playing the way we are playing, that we will, get into the playoffs.
Yeah, because the manager said after a few games anyone could be up there, but you played enough games now to show that you deserve to be up there.
Exactly, and we if the game is on Tuesday and we win that, we'll be in the top six. So, I think if you look at it, everyone's playing well and. There's good spirit with the team, so I think we're all confident that we do deserve to be up in with the top teams in this league. So.
Yeah. How are you finding the travel over from London? Because obviously it's not ideal weather for driving over from in early mornings, isn't it? But you're finding the driving over.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't travel that much. I only come down and I only go back to London during the weekend. And I stay up all this time, so I'm not really doing that much travel. I don't think my body will be able to take it.